Happy New Year, everybody. This is Gravity Karma picking the BKS Janus for LPU. This is a fantastic lock. It's got pins coming in from all directions, all over the place, and there are 12 of them usually, and 14 in this lock. It's a really nice fun pick that kind of gives you really good feedback and a couple of little false sets as you go. Tensioning looks to be a problem because you've got this kind of double circular kind of figure of 8 snowman, maybe if you're feeling seasonal, kind of a keyway, but actually a wiper insert will slide in there really nicely, and I'm using a Tron to pick it, so pretty easy, no special equipment required. And so, like most high dimple count locks, it's a matter of reasonable tension and working your way backwards and forwards, just tapping everything, being a little bit careful not to overset, and sort of listening to the lock speaking to you. Some nice clicks as we go. I'm afraid I didn't capture the audio of the picking this on terribly well, so apologies for that. Nevertheless, it's a fairly quick pick, or can be. I think we'll be open in another sort of 30 seconds or so. The first time, however, took me hours and hours, the first time I picked one of these. Once you get a knack for what you can see me doing here, which is trying to kind of manoeuvre the pick around so that I'm hitting all of the different directions, then actually it's kind of fun, and actually this is one of my more favourite locks to pick. So I think we're on the last binder, so I'll just have a check through everything. It takes a little while with 14 pins to find anything that's binding as we get towards this stage. And there we go. So it is the first of a new year, and so I'm going to make and try and undertake a New Year's resolution. I'm really bad at not gutting some of these high pin count locks because actually, well, it's a pain, and you'll see that this was a pick that took sort of 2.5 minutes, I suppose, but the gutting of this took maybe 15 minutes or so. Don't worry, I've sped it up. We're gonna in a minute we will accelerate and fast forward through the worst of it. A couple of things on the gutting. First of all, you need to pull these 2 pins out, and what their function is to stop the core from sliding out of the outer. It's kind of 3 pieces that move. Okay, there's the inner core, then there's a core, and the kind of body of the lock acts as a sleeve. So as soon as I start to push the core backwards, unusually, out of it, then straight away you can see we're able to access some of those pins. And so I'm being a little bit careful here, I'm being a little bit gentle, and here we go, that's the first pin out. The spring and the pin are bound together, so be a little bit careful. Don't try and force anything. So again, looking and being careful to take the pins out in the right order. Actually, the Janus is pretty good for this. You can kind of work your way around in a spiral. Anyway, I said it's going to be a long gutting, so I've hit the fast forward button. We've sped up using some alien technology, and here we are. It takes a little while to get some of the pins out, especially the low cut ones, so you can see I'm having to use a pick here to pry out the last few, which are the lowest. And there you go, so you can see the sort of inner and outer kind of core here. So I guess you could call it the core on the Bible maybe, and then the outer bit as a sleeve perhaps. And here you can see those fantastic pins. So there you are, there's a New Year's resolution kept from me. Very best of luck keeping yours. See you next time.